Now, let's get to the breaking stories in other parts of the country. Austin, Texas, we've been watching that very closely this afternoon. In fact, we have reporter Ryan Chandler from NewsNation station KXAN, who's been reporting and doing a terrific job on campus at the University of Texas as things have heated up. And Ryan joins us once again right now. I believe there's going to be a delay from when you hear me speak and when you hear Ryan come on. But Ryan, if you can hear me, tell us what you've been seeing on that campus today.
I can hear you loud and clear. For about the first time in a couple hours, I can actually hear what's in my ear. We are finally in the calm of the calm after the storm here on UT's campus. It's been a very tense couple of hours, a violent couple of hours, since these protesters, about 200 students, were met with a heavy, immediate police presence. We learned of these plans last night when a group called the Palestinian Solidarity Committee intended to host a mass walkout from class and a sit-in on the main lawn just below that iconic UT tower. But UT warned them almost immediately that they will not be allowed to do that. The university said that they believe that would be disruptive and said that they need to cancel the protest. Of course, they did not cancel it, and they were met by riot troopers from the Department of Public Safety, from UT's own police, and they ended up arresting about 6 to 8 students, is what we believe right now, for trespassing or for disrupting. We did not see anything overtly violent from any of the protesters, but nonetheless, the university is certainly going to look into disciplining those students that disobeyed their order to cancel that protest. It's finally dispersed after a very tense couple of hours. But, you know, I'll tell you, I went to UT just a few years ago, and this university has a culture of protest. Their students are very politically active, and this is going to be a wound that is going to take some time to heal on this campus. Take a look at some of the reaction that we got from students in the middle of that protest today.
I was next to one of the organizers. He had successfully gotten everybody's attention. Listen up, people were silent, and he was trying to organize people to disperse, literally doing what the police had told him to do. Mid-sentence, he gets tackled to the ground by 5 heavily armed officers and dragged up. This is a giant escalation of what would have been a peaceful protest.
Now, the university says, I spoke to one representative of the university about where they draw the line between peaceful protest and unlawful assembly. And my understanding is it is subjective, and the university believes that if university leadership does not want a group on campus, then they have the right to disperse that. So that is certainly going to be a question that the university is going to have to answer, and these students are going to put that question to them very soon. From the University of Texas at Austin's campus, I'm Ryan Chandler. We'll be bringing you updates throughout the evening.
Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.